sorry if you hear cars and trains from Harlem. It's hard to look at the camera. Like, I feel like I'm cross-sighted if I look at... Am I looking cross-sighted?
No.
If I look at it?
No, if you look at it, no.
I feel like it's such a habit to look at myself. Okay. What's up, guys? It's Leanne. So I'm back with another video, and this video is gonna be a story time. Guys, this is gonna be my first story time. I'm gonna do a story time based on being in a toxic relationship. Now, this is not the relationship I'm in now. I was in this relationship 6 years ago, so I feel like it's okay to talk about it. Disclaimer, I will not be mentioning anybody's name. I'll be using fake names to cover everybody up in the story. That way nobody feels in any way. And this video isn't to bash anybody. It's just to explain my story. So, hope you guys like it. Keep watching if you're interested to know what it's like to be in a toxic relationship. Okay, so, my first relationship started when I was 13 years old. Before you be like, damn girl, you was young. My mom thought if this is what I really wanted, I had to prove to her and like show. She wanted me to basically know what it feels like to be in a relationship. And since I was such in a rush, she gave it to me. Now, my mother is not those mothers that, oh, you fast, you can do whatever you want. No, my mother told me about intercourse from a young age to prevent me from doing it. She explained to me about pregnancies because she didn't want me to get pregnant. Like, my mom always made sure we was good. We're not one of these fast girls. My mom don't play that. She don't. Anyways, so I was 13. It was my sister's sweet 16. I'm gonna see if I put a photo of how we looked for her sweet 16. It was like her planning sweet 16. So my sister went to this school. So I had this friend named Candace, and me and my sister are like this. If you guys don't know, me and my sister's like this. So when it came to her going to high school, I was sad that we had to like drift apart. So she did make her own friends, and one of those friends was Candace. So me being me, I still wanted to be like a big girl, and I still wanted to be around my sister. So my sister introduced me to Candace, and Candace was a okay chick at the time. She was okay. And what I didn't know was Candace was bisexual. So Candace was seeing this girl, we'll call her Layla, and then she also was flirting with the boy John Doe. So I was clueless as hell. I didn't know. So when she used to be on the phone with Layla, I used to be like, wait, don't you go out with John Doe? And then she used to be like, shh. And then when she was on the phone with John Doe, I used to be like, wait, don't you go out with Layla? So I was like the one in the middle, like confused, and my sister and her already knew what she was doing. She didn't take John Doe serious. She took Layla serious because she was in a relationship, but she was trying to have her fun. So Candace asked me, oh, go on the phone with him and say this and that, and let's see what he says. So I'm just hyped, like, oh, I'm down with the big girls. I'm about to say, like, I'm about to be all up in it. So I was on the phone with him, didn't know how he looked, nothing. So I was just talking to him, and then I guess like he knew me because of my sister, like he knew how I looked. So Candace had realized that he was flirting with me. So the next day, John Doe had came to our house to see Candace. And when I tell you, I was rolling because I'm sorry, John Doe was not what I expected on the phone. Like, I was laughing with him. Like, me and my ex-best friend was laughing at him. So I really wasn't into him at the time, right? So it comes to my sister's sweet 16. They all come. John Doe, all my sister's friends from her school, they all come. And no, John Doe doesn't come because him and Candace had gotten into an argument because Candace, this is another story, but anyways, Candace got caught by Layla and John Doe, and Layla and John Doe decided to be friends or whatever. So he didn't come, but Layla came to dance with other girls in front of Candace. I know, corny. This was back in 2010, remember? So after the sweet 16, I really can't remember. It's like a blur, to be honest. But all I remember is me like starting to like him. I guess we was flirting. I really can't remember how it happened, but all I know is that when it did happen, oh, we started flirting, and then he was like, oh, I like you and whatever, and I was just like, oh, he likes me, yeah. So now I'm finding him attractive because of his swag. Anyways, so when it came to the next level, he came to my house, right? He came, yeah. John Doe, yeah, he came to my house. I don't remember if I knew he was coming or not, to be honest, but I know he came with my sister's mess around. We'll call him J-Rock. So my sister was messing with him, and him and John Doe were like best buds at the time, right? So J-Rock was already messing with my sister. He was allowed in the house. Like, they wasn't going out, but like he was a friend. So my mom, yeah, so J-Rock came to the house. My mom allowed it because they were friends, like messing around. Like, they never disrespected my mom's house as rock. J-Rock and my sister was together, like messing around. So John Doe decided to ask my stepdad and my mom if he can go out with me. So I was like nervous. Like he sat down with them and he was just like, I don't really remember what he said, to be honest. It was probably some game. Like he already knew what he was gonna do. So he was sitting down. He talked to my mother like, your daughter. I don't really remember. I was like, I think I was sweeping the hallway. Yes, they was like, yeah, you can go out with her. But at the time, I was like insecure about myself, so I was just like happy that this is my first official boyfriend, like a boyfriend my mom actually met. So we're not gonna talk about all the basics in our relationship, like the beginning. All right, so we got together, then he started acting funny. John Doe was acting funny with me. So my mom, they added my mom on Facebook, like Candace, John Doe, all of my sister's friends wanted to be my mom's friend, so they added her on Facebook, and my mom would see little statuses that John Doe posted that matched Candace's post. Like it would be a post like, just gonna give an example, like I love when she cooks for me, and then Candace would put like he loves my cooking. So it's like, what the so my mom used to call me like, what is this about? And I'm like, I don't know, like let me figure it out. So my mom used to comment, because my mom is OG like that, she don't care. She would comment like, don't you have a girlfriend? Why are you talking about this? So John Doe used to be scared, like, no mom, I'm not talking about her. You know I love Leanne. So my mom was like, oh, okay. So my mom would write on Candace's post like, who you talking about? Like, so the Candace would be like, oh, I have a boyfriend all of a sudden, right? So the day that was me, J-Rock, and John Doe and my sister in the house, and I don't know what it was. I think my mom called me because it was another post. It was something like that. But all I know is that me and him got into a heated argument. I was very sick that day. I remember. I was very, very sick. Me and him got into a heated argument, and then I went to my room, and then he was like, I'm leaving. And
I screamed like, I don't care, you can go fuck that bitch. Like, you're gonna go fuck her anyway.
So it turned out that him and Candace were seeing each other behind my back. I remember Candace is my sister's friend, so I was just like,
damn bitch, you acting told me like that.
So yeah, like it was like a devastating, I guess since it was my first boyfriend, I was devastated for like 3. Candace ended up moving in with him, we found out. And it was like, damn. We stopped talking. Me and him stopped talking for a while. But then, like, I always used to have every excuse to want to speak to him. Like, I was that pathetic. I used to have every excuse. My little brother just whooped it. Like, months passed. Like, we was okay. We was, like, friends or whatever. The Candace and John Doe used to go through issues. Break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up, make up. At this point, I was just like, I'ma do me. I was like, let's have fun. Like, not some crazy things, but let me enjoy my life. We used to go to the little teen house parties. Everybody knows. If you're from the projects, if you're from Harlem, you know about those house parties. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we used to go to... John Doe came back in my life, tried to ask for forgiveness from my dad and my mom for hurting me. He was in the parking lot, and my sister was mad. My sister did not want us together. She was like, no, no, no. Telling my mother and father, like, she was so pissed. Like, she never disrespects my mother and father, but she was just like, y'all be stupid if y'all allow him to go back out. Because my sister was looking out for my feelings, like an older sister would. So they said yes. They said he can go back out with me. So we got back together. So it was like trust issues, but like, again, like, I felt like at the time I was so dumb, like, and he would manipulate me so well that I would do anything for him. It's like, I'm gonna give an example. Like, he didn't do this, but it's like, can you rub my back? And it's like, no, I don't want to. Like, all right, well then I'm going home. I'm not ever gonna see you. And it's like, all right, I'll do it. That's how I was, which was stupid looking back, but we all learned. So anyways, that's how I was with him, like going out with him. But we didn't really have a lot of trust. Like, I always felt like Candace was in the picture and all that. So skipping through, like we kept breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up. So the last time that I did get back with him, it was because him and Candace got into an altercation that went further than what it was supposed to, as in the courts was involved and all that. So they was no longer allowed to see each other. So like, through papers, they wasn't allowed to talk. So me and him started getting like closer. My mom. So we got closer. Then a tragedy happened to me. I'm not gonna talk about that, but anything. But anyways, something big happened in my life that he ended up finding out. But the way he found out wasn't the way it was supposed to be said to him. But then again, John Doe, in my eyes,
was manipulative, insecure, insecure, jealous. So
it messed with his head the way the person told him about it, right? So from there, he met this girl, and he was cheating on me with this girl, and he decided to cheat on me with this girl because me and him was already having issues because of the tragedy I went through. We was having trust issues, so he decided to cheat on me. So
he cheated on me. That ended up breaking up with me. And he texted me, listen to the song by Donald Jones. Should've left my baby.
the song, so I was happy, like, oh, he dedicated a song to me. So I'm listening to the words, and it's
She doesn't clearly understand me. That I'd rather leave than to cheat.
he thought that I didn't know he was already cheating on me. Anyways, so he cheated on me, and this is when Nathan comes in the picture. So me and Nathan, from 2010 to when he broke up, me and Nathan were like LC's best friends. So I used to write Nathan used to write me about everything, like his girl problems, my boy problems. They used to tell me like, leave him, he's not good for you and all that. And I was like, no, I'm gonna give him a chance. So Nathan, oh, almost said his name. So me and Nathan grew like a close bond. And I don't want to explain the whole story because then that'll be another video of how me and Nathan met or whatever. But basically Nathan wanted to be with me, and I kept saying no because I was with John Doe and I didn't want to leave John Doe. So he kept on, and until I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling you now. Like I like talking to you, we know each other, like I'm feeling you. So
He was treating you better.
yeah, he was treating me way better, right, without even being in a relationship. So I was just like, you know what, I'm feeling. I wrote Nathan like love you too, baby, or something like that. So John Doe had came to my house and he had my phone and he went through it and he was just like, what is this? So I was just like, what? Like I knew what it was, but I was acting stupid. I was like, what? And he was like, you talked to him? So I was just like, it's not that serious. I don't remember what it was, the manipulation and all that. Like I just got tired of it, and the cheating and the lies and all that. I just got tired of it. So I can't remember how I broke up with him, but I remember breaking up with him. I was just like, oh, right? So the moral story is, yeah, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, nobody's going to love you. And if you show that you don't love yourself, that's just an easier way for people to like manipulate you and show, like, just love yourself. Because if you love yourself, girl, nobody could tell you nothing. And right now I love myself, so it's like, no, like, I don't, no shade, but if Nathan decides to walk on my life now, I know I'm good on my 2 feet. Like I know I love myself, and I'm just gonna move on. Like I got goals to complete, you know. Like, so it's just always love yourself. Don't ever settle for nobody. Nobody. Set your goals high. If he doesn't treat you right, the next one will. Now I'm not saying don't jump from relationship to relationship, because your time will come, but don't, like, he doesn't treat you good, bye boy, do you until you find someone. And it's always remember that that person will come in your life. Don't rush to, don't look for anybody. Don't look like, oh, I'm alone, I need a boyfriend. No, he will come. God will send that perfect man in your life. Sorry of my toxic relationship. I hope you guys like it. I hope I gave some advice and helped some females that are going through it. And just my last thing is to know your worth and do you, boo. So love you guys. Please comment, share, comment, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, but subscribe down below. And I love you guys. Till next time. Bye.